Cheers, everybody. Woo! Woo! Happy Friday. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Are you kidding me? Are we broadcasting live? Is that what's happening right now? I think that's what's happening right now. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday night. Yes, one for the ages. We are officially broadcasting live from Crooked Lane Brewery. And first things first, I see everybody jumping in the chat here. Does everything sound and look decent enough? Because I have no clue, and I'm counting on you guys in chat. I got to look this way, I got to look that way. I got a whole new setup. There's a lot that goes into this, and anything could go wrong at any moment. But I'm counting on you guys to tell me basically that things are working. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, Todd the Saw is here. You guys can see in the wide shot here. We got Todd the Saw back here. We got people trickling in. Trickle, trickle, trickle on in. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yes, okay, so there we go. We got the widescreen. There, we're back here. So I'm counting on you guys in chat to basically tell me that things are fully operational. But, you know, if you don't, then it is what it is. Okay, good. Everything sounds good. Everything syncs up. That's a first in Colorado Kid history that something actually went properly correct on the first try. All right, so there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We are in Crooked Lane. We are broadcasting live from the brewery today, and I am super excited. This is something we've been wanting to do for a while, and I spent a lot of money to do it. I want you guys to appreciate that, all right? So here's the wide shot again. We are here. We are grabbing beers, and we're going to talk about Dirt Daze tonight, and I'm glad you guys are here to do it because there's a lot of stuff we want to cover. But in the meantime, everybody's kind of jumping in. I'm going to catch up with chat here for a second and see what we got. Yeah. No, there's no delay. There you go. Face. You guys watch your mouth in chat, all right? My face is gorgeous. Look at this mustache, all right? I know they won't let me within, 40 feet of a school, but it's fine because it's stunning. All right, there you go. Paul the Punter, good to see you, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Unprofessional Kyle watching all the way from Hawaii. That's unbelievably cool. Rad Dad's in the house. Yes, offline ride. Perfect. John, where are you? You live close by here. Why are you not here? Active Life 2.0. I'll just assume that you got something else more important going on, and I'll remember that next time I ask you to be lead cameraman, okay? There you go. There you go. Offline ride, Active Life. Yes. Garrett, what's up, man? Jay Fount, Todd the Saw is here. Yeah, if you look, he'll wave at you right now. He's got the Hawaiian shirt that I'm kind of jealous I did not wear the Hawaiian shirt. And notice, just like Todd the Saw, he's never paying attention to me at any moment. At any given moment, he's just not looking at me at all. But I continue to talk into his ear no matter what. So thanks for jumping in, everybody. We got some people in here. Here's what we're doing tonight, all right? Obviously, we're broadcasting from Crooked Lane, which is absolutely awesome. But we got a bunch of stuff lined up. And the most important thing tonight is I wanted to sit down and talk to MTB Norcal about an upcoming event. And you guys know that some things happened it was hard to host events. And so we're at the point now where I think we're in pretty good shape. And with that in mind, there's a couple guys in here that I want to bring in, and we'll kind of start talking about what we're talking about. So we got Sean. He's going to come down and sit over here. We got Don, and somewhere is Shane. So they're going to jump in, and here we go. They're going to jump in here, and there we go. Shane, Shane's somewhere. Shane is somewhere. That's all right. He's probably getting tacos. Okay, let me bring your mics up.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So Shane is the guy that we're like, hey, we're going to meet at 8, and then Shane shows up at like 8:15. So he'll probably roll in around 7 o'clock.
Wait, so you're telling me today I'm not going to be the one getting picked on?
I haven't said that yet.
Okay, that's good. Because normally I catch the heat. I don't know.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Sean and Don from MTB Norcal. These are guys.
What's up, guys?
There's guys that I've worked with for a long time, and we're going to talk about how that came to be and all that stuff. But we're not quite there yet. First things first, we have to drink. So raise your glasses. If you guys are watching live right now, I want you to raise your glasses, whether it's a beer,
apple cider,
whiskey, apple cider, whether you got a goddamn Capri Sun in your hand. I don't care.
I think it works either way.
Yeah, I want you to raise your glass, and there we go. So let's take a drink.
Cheers, brother. God, that's a good beer. I don't know what it is, but it's good.
So a monumentous event. Now, here we go. So, all right. What we're going to talk about tonight. All right, let me get on track, because now there's a lot of things that have to happen here, guys. One, I've got to change camera angles back and forth, all right? So I want you to be aware of that. 2, I've got to like entertain everyone. So there's a lot moving. There's a lot
We
of moving
promised
pieces.
entertainment tonight.
Yes.
I mean,
So also before we get really into it, I want to thank Big Futta for a $40 donation. Holy hell, man.
damn.
Let's go.
I'm telling you what, man. I'm gonna. There's some beers that
There
are gonna
we
happen
go.
because of you tonight, and I really appreciate it, brother.
What beer, Joe?
Yeah. I think you guys need to turn down the volume on your live stream, though. That's the only thing. Am I hearing that through the mic?
I turned mine down.
This is full.
Sean's an amateur.
Yeah.
I don't have. Yes, that's true. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't know any of it.
All right, so here we go. All right, so let's talk.
That's Shane. So we have Shane has now joined us. So Shane, welcome to the MTB NorCal crew. You are awesome.
Who gave this kid a beer?
He doesn't know and he doesn't care.
All right, so one of the things we want to talk about tonight, one is kind of how we came to be.
Yes.
I think the first time I met you guys was basically on just one of the group rides you guys put on, and I was like, I didn't know anybody in mountain biking. It was still pretty early to the game. And
Neither did we.
I found out somewhere that you guys were like, oh, we're doing a group ride, and
Yeah.
We just somehow met. Like,
Was it
yeah.
Auburn? Was it
had-
the one with Derek?
It had to have been.
Dialed
And I
Health.
think there was one small one before that, and I didn't even really say hi to everybody.
No, that's the one where we did like the shuttle,
Yep.
like Dawn's famous shuttle math.
Yep.
Right? I think that was the one. Oh, Shane's here.
Hey, Shane's here,
Shane
everybody.
is here.
Perfectly on time.
Yeah.
Perfectly on time.
Earlier than expected. So
Well, he missed the cheers, so let's do that again.
Yeah, let's do that again.
All right, boys.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers,
Yep.
Joe.
Salute. Boom.
Again, that's great.
it's such a good beer.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we basically met on a group ride, and I didn't even really say much at the time. I was not the Colorado kid yet. But
yeah, you didn't talk, which is really
I
strange.
know, it's very odd. Now
Yeah.
things have completely changed.
100 full circle.
Yes. So
But we wouldn't change it for the world.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
so basically, we met there, and then the rest is history. At that point, you guys started to blossom with what you guys were doing, and then I started to I want to say wither into what I was doing.
It was
but
like a mini blossom.
Yeah, but I want you guys to tell me kind of like the start. Like, I want you to tell us a little bit about the start of MTB NorCal and where it came from and where it's going and what, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, Don, go. Because normally Don will say I talk too much.
Yeah.
So tonight, I'm going to let him.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to pass
Actually-
the buck.
Actually, if I can defer on this one, because last time I talked so much because Sean's internet sucked.
Yeah, okay. of
On the
course we did.
B1
Okay,
cast, so.
I think it was 2017. I had a buddy, Dave, and a buddy, Kyle, who are not here right now. I think they might show up later. But anyways, they were like, I had never touched a mountain bike up until about 2017. And they were like, you should come out and mountain bike with us. And I was like, I'm a big dirt biker.
Yeah.
Why would I want a mountain bike? Why would I want to pedal uphill? I
Yeah.
have a throttle. Give me a throttle. That's what I want. So they finally got me out, and I freaking loved it, man. I struggled up Clementine Hill. We've all climbed it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've all.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if you haven't, just come do it. You'll
Yeah.
see. You get about, 1,000, 1,200 feet of elevation gain in 3 miles?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I suffered up that, and then as soon as we turned downhill, it gave me that same adrenaline rush that my dirt
Yeah.
bike would give me going up or down. You
Yeah.
know, so I was hooked instantly.
Yeah.
So I'm a really social guy, into that. So like I don't like to go ride by myself. So I started an Instagram page just to hopefully like meet some local riders. You know.
You probably never saw it because you spelled mountain wrong.
Wait, was the page you started at MTB NorCal?
It was called Norcal Mountain Biking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was like a year, and then. Should we go into the story of how we met, or have we done this enough?
I mean,
Go to the gas station. You gotta give it all.
We do? We got to give it all?
You can give it the short, but
Okay, so Don and I...
You got to understand, first of all, my viewers' attention spans are tiny. They can't
Oh,
put up with
shit.
everything. They can
Okay.
barely put up with me.
Short version.
So give me the short version. I don't
Okay,
want, not the
we met at a
rom-com
gas
version, but
station.
yeah, okay, there you go.
So Don and I met at a gas station. We fell in love.
Yeah.
We went on a mountain bike ride a year later, and
we
MTV
are.
NorCal was born.
that is probably
that
the
is
most
a very quick
accurate
version.
story I've heard yet.
That's about the attention span somebody like
Yes.
RC Outdoor Gold is going to have on this live stream here. So that's perfect.
I don't feel so bad now that I have 2 boyfriends.
Oh, yes. Perfect. So let's talk about a couple of people that are in chat right now. One, RC Outdoor Gold is here from Colorado. We've got MTB Rad down from, what
Yes.
would you call Central California or SoCal? I don't know where he's from.
What's the city?
I don't know. Who cares?
What's your city, dude?
Whatever,
Come on.
Rad Dad. I don't care. And then you've got... No, I do care. I care about all of you. And
Tell us.
Unprofessional Kyle is watching us live from Hawaii as you speak.
Are you
that's
Kyle?
also impressive.
Yes,
awesome.
buddy.
Cabana.
Yes.
Wait, it's only 3:45 back there. You should be at work or something.
No, he's in Hawaii. He's
Kyle.
Come on, pay attention.
I'm sorry.
Beach time.
By the way,
My bad.
I want to say thank you to the middle-aged maniac. He donated $20 just now.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Let's
Going
go.
to the beer
Should we
fund.
cheers? Let's do this.
Cheers.
Let's do this.
Salud.
Wow, Shane got a taco delivery. How do we make that happen? A taco delivery?
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Maybe we can put Maria on speaker.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her tacos are bomb.
It's entirely possible. All right, so we talked about that was a brief history of MTB Norcal, but the bottom line is now that MTB Norcal is formed, let's talk about what MTB Norcal is.
So right now we are a nonprofit organization. It's taken quite a long time to get to this point. And the only reason we're at this point is because of you guys, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
The people around us. Like what we had was just something we wanted to start. We wanted to, for us, it was just more about meeting people, getting out. There was talks about doing a bunch of different things, but how did we know it was going to happen,
Sure.
right? That came from everybody that supported that idea. To put out a group ride, come ride with us in Auburn, and have 50 people show up is huge. Like,
Yeah.
it was really humbling, to be honest. And after that, we were like, wow, like the community wants something like this. The ideas that we have and the ideas that we have running, they want something like that. So for us, it was just like a jump off point. Like, wow, like it's out there.
That first ride that generated, I think it was like 25 people in Auburn, which is actually the first
Out of
one.
nowhere.
The first one was on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And we called it the Hangover Ride, and like 25 people show up, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh my
There we
god,
go.
Yeah.
real
And
way,
25
right?
people we didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of like snowballed from there. And then it was, next one was 35, then
35.
45,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
70, right? And it's just been absolutely nuts. And then after the last group ride is when we said we had to do Dirt
Yeah.
Days, which I'm sure we'll talk about soon.
Yep. So, yeah, Dirt Days is exactly what we're going to transition to right now. I feel like my mic's not nearly loud enough, but I'm sure chat will correct me on this.
It's loud enough.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
It
I
might
feel
be
like
not
all
loud
I can
enough
hear
for
is
you,
Joe.
That's
So-
right. That's right. So BKXC is now in here, and he says we are blazing
Brian,
trails with
my
our live
brother.
stream.
What's
So
up, Brian?
Yes.
We appreciate you being here, man.
Yes.
This is Brian and I have talked quite a bit about this live setup, and we're going back and forth about how to make this work and things
Yeah.
like that. So this is a great experiment, and I appreciate everybody in chat being here tonight. We're up to about 50 people right now.
Nice.
And it's probably only going to grow to probably like 750.
51?
Yeah, probably 51.
51.
God damn it.
51.
Yes.
So, Joe, you and Brian are really close. Give us a little back history on that.
No, we're not here to talk about me tonight, all right? But the point,
little bit.
Look, we grew up together, but the point is we're
Okay,
here to
okay.
talk about you guys. And what I want to talk about is Dirt Days. So we talked about the history of MTB Norcal, and now this is probably one of the first mountain biking events to happen in 2021. Okay, we
And in
count-
NorCal.
we count the Exchequer race, maybe,
Yep.
right? That's
Think
Yeah, I think
that
so.
was
Thank
great.
you, Ashley.
That was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about one of the first mountain biking events to happen in 2021, and let's talk about kind of what led up to the thought of building this. And were you guys planning this before COVID hit, or was it like?
Well, I'll take that one real quick.
Yeah,
So I will say is that we had our group ride December 5th of 2020, right as COVID was coming down.
Yeah.
And then it started revamping back up. And we're like, man, nobody's going to show up to this ride.
Well,
right?
let me pause him right here.
Oh.
It actually came about after the group ride with Derek. We couldn't believe the turnout we got, so we were like,
Yeah.
we should plan something bigger, and it just snowballed from there.
Which was pre-COVID. And
yeah,
then
it was
Yeah.
pre. Yeah.
And then December 5th, we had our group ride up in Nevada City. Had 75 people show up, which we thought we were going to have like 10. and then we were like, man, like maybe we can do something a little bit more here. Wheelhouse has been really cool. Gave us, the opportunity to like park there, gave some money back to the trails. And that's really where I think it started really evolving. And here we are.
And look,
Yeah.
we're even going to take it a step back further, because one of the things I like about you guys so much, other than your dashingly good looks,
Dude, the three of us
yeah,
together?
I mean, it's pretty stunning. The only competition you have is me right now, all right? But
Stealing the show.
yeah,
Okay.
but like
Where's the camera? It's been on you
It
the whole
depends
time.
on what
dude.
Joe
right
had.
there,
That one right now.
yeah.
It's been on Joe the whole time.
Yeah, I haven't changed the camera angle once.
Yeah, nope.
All right? But is the idea that you guys, a lot of the merch, a lot of everything else is just going towards local trail organizations like Bonk, Fat Track,
Shane,
and that's
go.
Absolutely important.
Everything is going back to the trail
Yeah.
systems, and not just locally. We are trying to support Northern California in itself.
Yeah.
So we have all the trail stewardships coming in, but the jersey sales went off the hook.
Couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah,
We,
it went nuts.
we put out a quality jersey, and we're like, it's a $60 jersey, but it's quality.
Yep.
Blew off the charts twice.
Twice.
Yep.
The T-shirt sales. You gotta come to the raffle. This raffle is gonna be huge. But yes, everything we're doing is going back to basically we get to pick and point who and what trail stewardship we're going to support at what time, which means more events.
Yep.
And if it's one thing I've learned through the course of this thing, which is interesting because when you first get into mountain biking, you know nothing about this. Like, I know that there was trails existed.
Yeah.
I knew that I could ride a trail or two, but I didn't
Right.
know that there was organizations behind it. And now that I've done dig days with Fat Track and I've done stuff like that and like meeting people in Bonk and all these things, that
Yeah.
all builds up to relationships and learning that it's not just about riding them alone, it's about supporting them, helping them. And like, as we all do this as a community, it's absolutely huge, man.
When you realize how much work goes into
Holy
building a
crap.
trail and how many people and man hours and everything it takes, you're like, man, like this trail, this 1 mile trail that I ride, just
This
at Culver-
300 feet of
right,
trail.
like Culver, Hoot, right? Like just the local stuff here. And you look at how much time it takes to actually build that.
Yeah.
And if you've participated, you're like, it's mind blowing.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've done a bunch of dig days lately.
Yeah, I think we've done
Yeah.
3 total. In fact,
Yeah.
I was working on kind of a short video basically of our little dig day that we did on the mandatory Mondays that
Yep.
you guys decided to do a mandatory
Yep.
Monday, which we
Yep.
went out every week. You guys do a group ride.
Yep.
And then that day we did a dig day. And I shot a bunch of stuff, but instead I was too busy messing with the tech for this live stream. So
It's all right. It's pretty. We know that's what you do.
I
Yeah.
may put it together. So let's
You should.
Yeah. So now that we've kind of talked about you guys a little bit, let's
Talk about you.
Well, no, we can do that. Yeah. Let's talk about me. Hey, how you guys doing?
There it is.
Good to see you. Yeah, sorry. Don't give me the excuse. All right, so let's talk about Dirt Days. Now that we kind of talked about again a little bit one of the inception of it, but like, what is it and when is it happening? All this stuff. Now we want the nitty gritty.
The
Let's go.
nitty
Yeah.
gritty. So, Dirt Days is basically a free demo day event to anybody. You can come out. I think actually signups are closed on our website, right, Shane?
Go ahead and email me.
Email him. You can sign up through, but yeah, the Dirt Days came about as an event to get everybody together again. I mean,
Yeah.
you mentioned it, COVID, it shut everything down. So our plan was put an event together that we can bring everybody together, support the NorCal trails, and give back to this year. The organization we're giving back to is Bonk. They're building a huge trail system in Nevada City, and Shane can kind of lead into that a little bit. But it's really going to turn that area into a destination outside of what it already is. I mean, what does that place get on a weekend, Shane? 300
Hoot
plus?
itself has over 500 riders every day.
Yeah.
on the
so
weekend.
can you imagine?
Yeah. Yep.
So what they're doing is they're expanding the trail systems up there, and our goal with Dirt Days, we want it to be a yearly event, and what we want it to do is to each year pick an organization that will get the bulk of the donations, we'll call it, and that organization will help them do what they need to do throughout the
Sweet.
year.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So this year it will donate Bonk, like I was saying, and we will also have Fat Track, American River.
Conservancy.
Yeah,
Bears.
Mother Load.
Mother Lode Trail Stewardship. Yep.
Yep. So they'll be out there hanging out as well. So stop by their booth, check it out. But we have, I think, 36 vendors as of right now. It's a couple have dropped out. You know, COVID's still kind of rearing its ugly head,
Yeah.
and there's nothing we can really do about that. But we're going full steam ahead. We have at the Wheelhouse Restaurant in Nevada City. Those guys have been amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you, Max
in
and Amanda.
partnering with us and making this thing happen, and they're 100% on board. We had our last meeting this last Monday, so we're in. You know,
I mean, it's amazing that it's all coming together and that it's actually the timing is perfect. Things that seems to have settled down. A lot of people are getting their shots and stuff too. So we're not going to, but it's so cool. And it's funny because you talk about Wheelhouse and like I went there the other day after that big film day I did at Hoot.
Yeah.
I was on the trail for like 5 hours.
5 hours, yeah.
I kid you not. Like
You crawled out of the trail,
there's
right?
Joe again.
Dear
There's Joe
God.
again.
Yeah, I know. I'm
There's Joe
back.
again.
Yeah, like literally, these guys are coming down the trail, and and you kept passing me while I was still filming.
You were
it.
like an owl in a tree.
Oh my God! People don't realize that, like, anybody that YouTubes gets the whole YouTube's thing, it's like, it's completely arduous. And like, I was filming on the trail for 4 to 5 hours, but the product was good. So there you go. I want to say thank you to Trail Monster for the $5, man.
Trail Monster.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, amigo.
Cheers, brother.
Much appreciated.
Not a beer.
You can get up.
Sean,
It's okay.
get more beer.
No, Don. Why is it always
Oh,
Sean?
Sean's got beer. Don.
Don, he's
Three
like,
more
by the
beers.
way-
3 more beers.
Yeah.
I'll even buy.
Wait, can we get a waitress?
We need assistance.
Can we get a
Yeah,
waitress?
that's exactly what we need.
I don't know. Can we?
Are they watching us live?
All right, back on target. Back on target. So
I think so.
So basically, here's what we're talking about. We're talking about Dirt Days. It is
Yes.
May 8th, so it's
It's
coming
May
up soon.
Saturday,
is it next
May
weekend?
Next
Next
weekend.
weekend.
What in the hell? It came up quick.
How long? I mean, you've kind of been in.
Yeah.
We asked you from day one. So
Yep.
those of you guys don't know, Joe's going to do a video of the day. He's going to capture the day for us, and we are super pumped to have that. Just because we all know his stuff was a little bit shaky in the beginning, right? But now look at what we're doing.
You're going to
I mean,
regret it so much. You guys are going to regret it so much.
No.
But like, we are so pumped. Joe's going to make a video of the day. The vendors that we have that have stuck behind us through COVID has been incredible. Right, guys?
It's awesome.
And if I could give a shout out real quick, just because I'm taking care of the demos,
Yeah.
to Specialized Paiga and Rocky Mountain right now, like they're sending us fleets after fleets of bikes. I don't know how many people signed up in four rotations.
Wow.
And all of the vendors that are coming.
Yep.
Thank you for putting your best foot forward.
Yeah.
This is going to be an amazing event. I'm so stoked you stuck with us.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an awesome day.
Yeah, because everybody easily could have said, we got to bow out another year. It's a little bit shaky. We don't know what things are going to happen. But, I think like we kind of caught that vaccine wave where a little bit of the stuff's sort of dying out.
We have guidelines we need to follow, but
Yeah,
you
and
know
we
what?
are.
And we'll keep everybody safe, but
Yeah.
we're there
as much as we
We're there.
can.
If we call a spade, I mean, here it was December is when this really started coming together, and it was like, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, as we're watching things, we're like, dude, we might have to cancel. We don't want to cancel.
Even up
And
till
then-
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and
we had
and
that
then
conversation.
It's
Yeah.
like vaccines. Certain things started happening, and we're like, dude, I think we're gonna actually be able
Yeah.
to do this. And here we are, and it's like, I mean, excuse my language, but holy shit, like,
It's happening.
8 days away, people.
We
Like,
need to vaccinate everyone with Dirt Days IPA.
No. We're going to talk
Dirt
about that
Days.
later.
Yeah.
No. We can't talk about that yet. Shut
Did
your
I
mouth,
just?
Shane.
Did I just?
Look. All right,
It's okay.
so
Nobody heard you.
now let's as we talk
Everybody was looking at Joe.
And we know we know one of the reasons why I wanted to organize this stream, and we're going to talk about how it came to fruition, was basically to talk about this event. So this is the whole
Yeah.
point. Now,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the day-to-day operations, basically what it's going to be, but currently I want to tell you guys how this came together. Everybody in chat that's here. Basically, I reached out to them. I said, look, I want to do a live stream just to talk about your guys' event.
Yes.
And then what did you guys say?
We said yes.
But you said, but more importantly, you said we should do it at a brewery. I'm like,
We should. Yeah. Well, let's be real. Don, do you want to take this one?
okay, yeah. So if anybody watched the, we'll do a little shout out here. If anybody watched the B1 live stream,
Biker,
B1
biker.
curve.
Robert.
Got it.
Yep, buddy. Thank you.
Sean's internet sucked.
Really?
I have a great impression, right?
Okay, Shane just nailed it. So, I mean,
And I'm back. And I'm back for about 5 seconds.
to the extent that
100%,
Sean actually
100%.
got razzed as he was climbing up Mammoth Bar.
That's
So-
not a joke. Yeah, Trav, were you with us, Don? You were with us, right?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, so Trav and I, Travis, say what's up, brother. Get Trav.
He's on there. He's on there.
What's
Yep.
up? Okay, so Trav and I had just done Stonewall and Rocky. For those of you who know that trail, it drops you at the bottom of Mammoth Bar. We're just about to climb out, and a car pulls up, and it's like, rolls the window down.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, how's your internet? And I didn't catch it right at first,
So
but
good.
dude,
It was so
it
good.
killed us.
so good.
So yeah, that was all from the biker. podcast.
So we had to do it
So
somewhere
anyways.
because anywhere else it would have been a train wreck.
Sure.
But
sure.
it worked. I think it worked out.
Sure.
So,
I mean,
so partially, basically, what we're saying is it came from the desire to actually do a live stream, but also not have technical glitches, and I have 100% support that. And
something
so far,
that was successful.
So
Yeah.
far, the internet here has been stunningly good, so I'm really excited about that. I fully expected something to go terribly wrong, and so
We've been
far,
pretty-
so good.
Yeah,
And
seems good.
We've been at it for about
I like
30
it.
minutes, boys. We're
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
I dig it.
So
Yeah,
let's talk day-to-day operations. I mean, meaning that when people come to Dirt Days, like if they sign up for a bike demo or if they come to the vendor alley or whatever you want to call it, what can they expect? Like, what are we thinking?
All right, Don. So Don put together the schedule.
Okay.
So go, buddy.
That was interesting. So I'll tell you, it's a full day. So we have demos going, like Shane said. 4 rotations. Be an hour ride.
Yeah.
We have clinics going on. We have bikes that aren't signed up for. So I don't want people to think like, hey, all the demos are gone. Oh no, I can't demo a bike. No, come out because there's still bikes available.
Yeah.
We did that on purpose, so you can still demo a bike.
Yep.
You can join the clinic. We have a group ride.
Sweet.
Women's ride?
That's where we really started, was a group ride. So we felt like we couldn't do an event without a group ride.
We've always
So-
done a group ride.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So come out and join us. We'll have Vendor Alley,
MTB Experience Women's Ride.
MTB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Freedom Riders
Good
Kids
call.
Ride.
Yep.
So
Sweet.
So,
let's go. How about we go with the itinerary? Let's break it down.
do you have
do
it?
the short version.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
We
so
got coffee to start.
We have coffee to start.
No, don't go that far deep. All right, let's.
This is
Wait,
why we
how
have
was
Joe.
that?
going
Remember-
Didn't you say we had
Remember-
like 4 hours?
No.
beer, not
Remember,
whiskey.
Nerds on Dirt is in here who done
Nerds on Dirt.
Nerds on Dirt, my boy.
He's got no attention span whatsoever. I know it for a fact. So let's talk about people show up. We've got. They're going to show up. They're going to get their bike demos. There's going to be a group
Yeah.
ride organized at some point.
Yeah.
You got a
Yeah.
vendor alley. They can talk
Yeah.
to vendors.
All
and
of it.
then,
Yeah.
And then, of course, I hear something about raffles.
Yeah, I mean the raffle prizes we are going to have. If you don't even ride a mountain bike, you want to come to Dirt
Yeah.
Days just to buy
Just
a
for the
raffle
raffle.
ticket
Yep.
or a wingspan. So come
look
out.
Look at you already giving away secrets.
Yeah. So we've got some ideas on that, but the raffle prizes are insane. We've got vertical bike racks. So I'll give you a little back history.
every
Can
vendor-
I get 5 minutes, Joe?
Yeah.
Can I get 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
a long
I'll
time.
see you later.
Hey, by the way, that's for me too. That's a beer run.
Everything's fine. I'm back.
Oh wait, how did Don get a beer? Did it just magically show up?
I'll be right back.
Travis.
I'll be right back. I'm going to
my
get 2
boy.
beers.
Shane, Trav, jump in here. Come on.
Yeah, good call.
Come on, Trav. Come here. Come here.
Trav, come on in, buddy.
Come on, Trav.
Trav, come on in.
So everybody who knows MTB Norcal knows Travis. Travis is the only reason he's not part of MTB Norcal is because he's family, and legally you can't have family in
On a board.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
basically the long and short of it.
Okay.
But okay, so what were we talking about?
You're talking about me.
Raffle. We were talking about raffles.
talking about Trav.
We're talking about raffles, and all of a sudden he goes off and brings Travis in here.
This
with
guy
his
wants
dashing
5
good
minutes
looks.
and then he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Come on,
That's
bro.
standard. Loss of train of thought. Whatever.
Yeah.
You're talking about the raffle prizes.
What are the raffle prizes?
Thanks,
Trav?
Trav.
I don't even know.
You don't know? I thought you knew.
No, I'm just the guy volunteering.
So I will here. Apparently, I need to say something. So,
Oh, that was good. I
some
love
of the
that.
stuff that we have for raffles, and I don't want to really give it away.
No, you should give it away.
Okay,
You should give it away.
I will say we will have two
Two.
5 bike.
Nope. 1615.
Oh, 1-6 and 1-5. My
So
bad.
Velociracts. I'm sure you guys
suck.
have all heard of Velociracts. We do.
Yeah.
We suck.
Yeah.
We're good at planning, not anything else.
Yeah, sure,
come
sure,
on.
sure.
So, Velociracts is coming into town from, please help me, Don, Utah?
from Utah.
Utah. They are giving away a 5 or 6 bike vertical rack. So I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's the red and black ones around. There's a lot of them running around NorCal
Yep.
right now.
Everywhere
And
out
then we also have Rubicon EP, which just released their Corel bike rack, and they are giving away a 5 bike rack, vertical rack as well.
Yep.
I feel like
So-
I have to talk with them at some point tonight because I always
You
want
do.
to. I always want to
They're
pronounce
here.
coral, but it's corral.
Corral.
You
I
know,
think
it's just
coral,
like in
corral.
Tahoe. Whenever I ride the Armstrong to Coral Trail,
That was a
there's-
train wreck when you did that video.
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
know. Yeah, they're all train wrecks. Don, I'm familiar with this. All right, but apparently, yeah, I'm trying to call it coral and not corral, and I'm like, it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. I'm
Yeah.
a complete idiot. So there you go.
It's
All right.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And then so we've got Archer components. You guys familiar with the Archer components? I'm sure some of you out there are. Biker actually has their wireless system on his bike, so he can talk about that. If you're in the chat, Biker, speak up, buddy. They donated a full wireless system for your bike. Pretty rad. And then basically the way it worked out for Dirt Days is each vendor, if you were interested in being part of the event, had to donate a raffle prize for the value of your booth space.
Sweet,
and
sweet.
each booth space had a different value, right? So They had to donate a raffle prize per that, and all the proceeds from those raffles are going back to the trail advocacy groups.
Sweet.
In our, did I say that right?
No.
I totally butchered that.
I think you're drunk.
Advocacy
Yeah, he's had
groups.
plenty of beers.
Three to be exact.
Yeah.
In our area. So that's the whole goal behind it is the money raised from those raffles will go directly back to
One thing that we haven't said is that we'll actually have a bike frame for raffle as well.
Whoa, a bike frame?
Yes.
Like a full bike frame?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like a bicycle frame?
Yeah, it's not just like the bottom bracket. No.
I love this guy.
I know how to build up tension in the room, all right? It's all
love it.
about building and
Yeah.
crescendoing at a result, you know?
I'm telling you. So, like the raffle prizes that we have,
It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's
really.
gonna be.
We've got it.
awesome.
We've got like a pile of Specialized tires. If you haven't tried the new T9 and T7 tires from Specialized, they're incredible. They're priced right, I'll say, just even at retail.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that.
I mean,
the new
we're-
rubber compound.
You got your little cheat sheet with all the vendors, right?
No, I lost. I forgot that. I forgot it. Damn it.
Because
So one of the-
we have muck off there, right?
We do have
Yep,
muck off
muck
there,
off.
yeah.
Look at
We
Trav.
do have- see,
Look at
Trav
this guy.
knows. He acted like he didn't know.
Trav has his stuff together, unlike all of the rest of us. Yeah.
Just like I'm not going to hit on all of the vendors here, but like I mean, quick list, right? So there's
If you say one, you have to say all.
Specialized, Rocky Mountain, You Bet. There's a bunch of bike shops coming out, which is rad because we wanted to support that local bike scene.
Yeah,
basically all of
without
it.
City.
I mean, without them, like the bike shops that we have, right? Like
Yeah.
we need repairs, we need all that kind of stuff. So like
Support your
they're
local
gonna come
bike
and
shop.
they're gonna be out. Box racing, muck off. I mean, dude, the list goes on and on. It's gonna
Yeah.
be legit.
Yeah.
So Unprofessional Kyle is a brilliant man. He's a tactician, and he's
He's-
also
yeah.
very clever, all right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say a couple things here first, and I'm going to bleed into Unprofessional Kyle's comment
love it.
here. So first things first, you guys do not want to know what I've donated for my Colorado Kids signing booth, all right? I had to donate something, and you guys don't know
We're
what
not gonna
what-
say it
Yeah,
out
you don't
loud.
want to know what it is, but
No.
I will have a signature booth set up while I'm filming out there that day. Secondarily, Unprofessional Kyle says, how should those interested find the info for the event? How do we get a demo, links, emails? What do they need to know?
Kyle, God, always coming in with the heaters.
Yep.
Always. Okay,
Yep.
so couple ways. You can go to our Instagram page.
I'm waiting for you to butcher it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The way you just set it up, it just doesn't give me any confidence.
Just go.
Okay, so Instagram page, Facebook. On our website,
I
we
gotta
have.
switch out because Shane has all the info on.
Shane has more info than I do. I don't have any. Okay,
I just want to be clear, my beer is empty.
Travis.
Trav, we need a beer.
Such a failure on my part.
Trav, we need a beer.
That's why we swapped him out so you could get Joe a beer.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest here. I'm not a spreadsheet guy.
Yep.
I am
am.
not a
Dude,
spreadsheet guy.
Yeah.
These two guys,
Hey.
like, what?
Okay.
I'm a logistics guy.
Rising together.
The problem is that just cut to the chase. www.mtbnorcal.org // Dirt Daze.
No, I'm counting on my audience to be smart enough to figure out that if they go to
man.
mtbnorcal.org,
Yeah, we're good. It's
there's
on
a
there.
drop-down menu that literally says Dirt
Dirt
Daze.
Daze,
But
yes.
if you can't figure that out,
Yes.
Do you want to
Yeah,
know
you
Sean's
can-
only
yeah,
question?
yeah.
That look you just gave.
When I was interviewed for my part in MTB Norcal,
He's not
Can-
lying.
can I bring this up
oh,
right now?
yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should totally
Can
bring
we
it
do
up.
this?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes, let's
so
do
yeah,
this.
there was an interviewing
Yes.
process.
There was
and
an
I'm glad there
interviewing
was
process.
because this is a lot of work. It's from my heart, and I met two other guys that like totally give more than ever. But
Except me.
no,
Yeah.
So Don's part of the interview was, "Hey Shane, racing expert 4049. Who would win, Don or Don?" That was an easy one.
Dawn or Dawn.
So that was easy. No, I got past that part of the interview.
Yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So Sean's part, a little more professional, a little more business-like. He asked me if I could spell my name Shane, S-H-O-N.
I'm out.
And I was like, dude, cool, I got that part. But you want to know what? You want to know
my
what the
God.
last part of the interview was? Building community, supporting trails, and being purveyors of Stoke.
He
I'm
didn't. He
100.
didn't mess that up
Yep.
this time.
No, sir.
Yep.
No. How much time do we spend in the forest that day?
7 takes.
7. At least 7.
Could have been
God.
the
Thank you,
miles we
sir.
put in. I don't
Could've
know.
been.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
That's why I'm not an MTB Norcal, by the way, because I am in it for the YouTube dollionaires. Like, I
Yeah,
want to
we're
be
not
a
in it
YouTube
for the money.
dollionaire.
We're in it
Yeah.
for
You can't be supporting trails without building community.
Yep.
Period.
or sharing Stoke.
You need stoke.
We need
and that's
stoke.
what we. And you know what? That's
yeah.
what we got.
Yeah.
But Joe, I feel like Joe definitely has the stoke.
You
know
you
what?
can say you're in for the money, but like,
Okay, so there's certain people
we
you
love you.
either want to be following or you want following you
Well,
down the trail.
You know what?
And those people got to be hooting and hollering or saying something. And Joe, whether he's in front of you or behind you, he's doing it.
And those are, I have
About-
to hand it out to the content creators because before I ever even met MTB Norcal,
Yeah.
I was watching all of the YouTube content creators, and we know who they all are.
Not us.
Not us yet.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was where I was drawing my stoke from. Was
Yeah.
all of the work they were putting in.
Yeah,
and
totally.
into the videos they were putting out. And I remember just sitting there being like, you know what? I'm having a bad day. I just watched that video.
Yeah,
Robert, he's having a bad day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Joe, he's having an amazing day.
Yeah.
Jay, wow, he's
Yeah.
fast.
He's fast with style.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where
So-
is Jay? We've seen Jay in the chat yet?
No, he had a catastrophic bike event, from my understanding, aka Bike Sum, and so he's like, I can't make it. I got to get this fixed because I want to actually be able to ride at Dirt Days. So
Yeah, okay,
that
that's
is
understandable.
important. That is
I
important.
got
Yep.
I got a text last night that was like, "Hey, is this normal?" I'm like, "That is not normal.
No,
Should probably
no.
get that fixed."
How's that Poison Oak, Jay?
God.
Is that a
Hey, you
Hitch
gotta-
Tents reference?
Bike Sum. Check it out on YouTube. Check out the Narnia crash.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was legit.
It's
Oh, yeah. I
gnarly.
think you rolled through Poison Oak.
I
No.
did a reel of it, and it turned out really well. I got tons
Actually-
of views. I'm such an influencer.
dance
Was that TikTok?
You
That-
ripped
that's
him off
TikTok.
so hard.
Okay.
Seriously, awesome.
Are you gonna do it right now? Are you gonna do it?
But
do
me
what?
being well, if I'm gonna do Joe,
If you want to do,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's about Joe's dance skill. I gotta say though,
Dude, I'm the best dancer in this room.
I will say your Running Man though, pretty legit.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good robot.
We
Right.
can Dirt Days Running Man competition dance off.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
I mean, we could set that up.
That could bring me
Ladies
into
and
a lot
gentlemen,
of
that's after 5 o'clock.
It could bring me in a lot of sub stories about me and the dance offs I used to have at Raleigh Field when I was the on field MC, but we're not going to get into that. Tonight is not about me. What I want to talk about now as we transition from Dirt Days, which we may talk about some more too,
Yeah, we should.
is something that is happening behind the scenes that is on the table.
It's on the table.
And you guys are doing an event Wednesday about this. So
Wednesday.
Not only were you busy enough with actually like organizing this whole Dirt Days thing, you're like, oh, let's organize a stream on a Friday night, and let's organize another event on a Wednesday night. Not over the equipment, but
I won't spill, I promise.
So,
Don't do it.
if you guys can't, Jesus, see, that's why I don't do it. over
See,
the
Joe
equipment.
said not on the equipment, but he was the one that
I know.
spilled.
Right.
Not whiskey.
So, if you guys aren't familiar with this, they are currently working with Crooked Lane Brewing, which, by the way, thanks again to Crooked Lane Brewery for letting us broadcast here tonight. They have worked and partnered with Crooked Lane Brewery to
And Rubicon EP.
And
Let's
Rubicon
not forget
EP who are
those
here,
guys
and we're gonna
who
have
are
them
here.
come
We're
in
going to
and
have them
We
come
gotta
in.
drag them
Yeah.
in.
Into that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely incredible. Can you guys tell us about, and maybe they want to jump in too to tell us about how this got started, like how the beer got going.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer because Andrew from Rubicon EP is not here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's out picking up
Busy working.
He's working.
Yeah.
He's picking up a company vehicle, and from what we understand, he is nursing a hurt foot. Is that right, Bennett?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh man, bummer. But so he was the brainchild of this
Yeah.
beer, and luckily for MTB Norcal, he brought us in, which is a huge honor to us. But first, let's introduce Bennett. He is with Rubicon EP, and they are one of the title sponsors for Dirt Days. They're giving away their 5-bike Corel.
Wait, you're giving
Rack?
away one of these things?
Dude.
Yeah, we're giving away a
Holy
five.
Buying
crap.
like 40 tickets just to hook
Oh
for that.
my God! No, you can't.
I know.
You can't. You're
I'm
part of the show
buying 40 and I'm handing them off. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
so first of all,
with your name on the side.
First of all, as we bleed into the idea of Rubicon being here, it's awesome because it's a company that I didn't know a lot about until a couple weeks ago when Andrew came out to a group ride at a Mandatory Mondays.
Yep.
And so I
Yes,
met
that's right.
Andrew, and he had basically broken out this. He's like, "Oh, we're working on this thing right now." I'm like, "What are you working on?"
Super
He-
secret.
He shows
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
this bike rack, and I'm like, "Holy crap, this thing is awesome!" Right?
With
Like,
a race face grip.
so, you know, I've already talked about my mispronunciation of this bike rack, but we'll get back to that later. But I'm already
got the
impressed.
coral?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the coral.
yep,
Yeah,
coral.
exactly. So I'm loving the design, all this stuff. And then I started
Yeah.
doing a little bit more research into the company. And what I didn't realize is all the stuff you're involved in and some of the things you're doing. And not only that, but you're local to this
It's local.
area.
Yeah,
and it's like,
NorCal.
we talk about the idea of supporting local business and things like that. And it's like, I
Yep.
love learning about
Yep.
it. So maybe, Bennett, you're the founder or co-founder? I'm not
Co-founder.
Okay.
Yep.
So when I talk about Rubicon, I don't know a ton about it. I know I've done some research on the website and stuff, but maybe you can tell me like how that all started and what was the like what made it that you're just like we just got to do this.
Well, pretty appropriately actually, it all ties back to mountain biking.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I was working at a bike shop, met my business partner. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He wanted to start a business. He came up with an idea for was our original product, the Hitch Tent.
Yeah.
And we started the business out of my garage, bought a mill, started building stuff. And then things progressed, always being like in the cycling industry and loving that. Bike rack was the natural next progression.
Sweet.
And so then here we are.
Because you guys had the whole
there's also bike
hitch
rack
deal
off the
figured
tent.
out, right? Was that the whole deal behind it?
Well, actually, we designed we solved a big problem with carrying a tent on the back of your vehicle, obviously, in a very, very different way. It didn't work very well for a bike rack. So we completely redesigned. Our whole goal with the corral was to build like an upright style bike rack that doesn't get sloppy.
And paired with the tent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily paired with the tent. This was we wanted to build something purpose-built specifically for carrying a bunch of heavy bikes and not getting clapped out, which is kind of what tends to happen.
Now,
with all the shake and the play.
Dude, there's leverage.
And one of my understandings is that this rack is capable of carrying more weight in terms of e-bikes than any other rack on the market right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yep. So at this point, it'll carry five e-bikes, sub 60 pounds.
And one of the things that I thought was interesting about this particular rack also was that the idea that it could fit smaller bikes also. Because I've got 2 kids and they're kind of getting older and they're at 20 wheel size right now, but Franco needs a 24.
Going to 24.
Flora's going to graduate to the 20. We're going to need that space. And I bought, we got a Subaru for the family, and it's like, we need this Outback. I need a hitched rack, and I need to be able to carry a bunch of bikes because we go on all types of adventures. So that's exactly what you guys do, which is awesome.
Right, right. Yeah, and ground clearance on something like that, like having 4 bikes hanging way out the back, you end up like, that's not going to end up working out well. But yeah, as far as the kids' bikes, 24-inch right out of the box.
Yep.
We'll have adapters for smaller tires in the future.
Yeah. And so, I don't know a ton about Hitch Tents. So, again, this is all stuff that I start going to the website and learning about, and it, fascinates me. I think about, the idea of just being able to have the tent back there, throw it out, disengage it from the truck, and just be good to go. And, that is so interesting to me. How did that come to formation?
I had a rooftop tent and loved it. If you've ever slept in a rooftop tent, you're not ever going to want to sleep in a normal tent again. That's just a reality.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of drawbacks to it.
You don't have to worry about bears attacking you in the middle of the night or what.
Good call.
That is true.
Yeah.
Not necessarily solved with Hitch Tent, however. But at the end of the day, the big things that when you wake up in the morning and you want to just go get a cup of coffee, you got to break your entire camp down.
Yeah.
Right? And it's it sucks, man. And I'm usually a destination camper. I like to go somewhere, ride for a few days, set up camp, go out and do day trips, things like that. And so we wanted to be able to bring a rooftop tent because they're so comfortable, but be able to ditch it and let go of it. And
screw that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no,
It's
that's the number one problem of a rooftop tent on the truck.
100%. 100%.
You set it down, and do you want to go to town? Not really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we're out of beer.
No.
Night.
Well, Joe has the whiskey. We should call Joe.
It's like when I go with my friends and I have my rooftop tent and they have their van and I'm all, so we're taking the van.
Hey.
Yeah.
Or you go to introduce you to somebody, someone weird. Hey, do you want to go to town?
Yeah.
I'll buy you beer. Yeah.
So Shane's that guy.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys noticed, I had to adjust the mic because Sean's was.
Yeah, he's a little bit shorter. He doesn't know how to work the mic. I touch the mic constantly, and it's something I'm working on. I got to stop touching the mic. But another thing that I thought was interesting, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the racks have different color schemes and everything, right?
Yeah.
Totally customizable.
Yeah. So we do 7 different anodized colors, and that's definitely one of the things that people are always super hyped on. It's they get the concept, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm sold on it. And then it's pick your color, and they're like, wait, what?
Look, you're talking to mountain bikers. Mountain bikers literally can't decide what color they need for each bolt on their bike.
80s.
Hey,
can we anodize everything?
It's all about
Everything.
accent
Please?
colors. I thought we knew that. It's hey,
Have you seen
just got
Don's
a brown
bike?
bike.
Have you seen Don's bike?
Shut up. What
you
the
seen-
hell is the bike?
What? Have you seen both of your bikes?
Yeah, they're white
It's
and blue.
an anodized blue theme. Knock it off. It's not white.
Sean's are black and red.
Well,
I do recall a request to maybe get custom Anna.
Okay, here we go. I feel like I should put Sean back on.
I was like slowly cracking the egg, but the egg just got cracked.
Look,
Sorry.
In case you guys are just joining us, we're here with Bennett from Rubicon EP. You can find their website, by the way, and he's going to tell me, I think it's rubiconep.com. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to find basically, and I'm talking to the camera now, which is awkward because I should be talking to them, but I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to you guys in live stream when the live stream's over here. But look, go onto their website and check out what they're building, what they're doing. And it's really interesting stuff. And I think it's super cool. The corral, not the coral, bike rack. You got to check it out. I was going to put it up on screen, but I got enough going on in my life.
You've ridden Corral in South Lake, yeah?
Yeah, I call it coral.
That's it.
I'm a
That's
dummy.
what-
I was gonna say,
Really?
there's a trail
You
after.
call that Coral?
I'm an idiot. I'm a train wreck.
You should take an R off.
Yeah.
Anytime there's two R's. I'm trying to remember, what was
I'm
the
sorry, it could be Carraro. I don't know.
I like your style.
what was the
Yeah.
other trail you rode in Tahoe that you really butchered the name?
Not Mr. Toads, because I figured that one out.
Yotes?
No, there was another
Yotes?
one, and it was really bad.
no.
It was really bad. That's all I remember.
I pretty much screw up everything I do. But not these guys. These guys know what they're doing.
Hyrolean?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Not
the site.
Tyrolean.
No, and it's been awesome working with you guys over at MTB
Awesome.
Norcal, and the beer collab's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, how did the beer come about, by the way? Did we talk? Let's talk about, because it's both of you guys, came up with this brainchild, and we're talking about a beer right here called Dirt Daze, which has a mountain biker on it. The logo's sick. It's got a write-up. It's like all this cool stuff. I want to know more about, how did it go? Where did it start?
So Andy, who's our business development manager, worked here at one point, and Teresa, the head brewer, basically was like, yo, we want to do a collab. We love what you guys have going on. Let's make a beer. And so he was like, all right, what's this look like? Thought it'd be awesome to do it with a purpose, you know? So in comes MTB Norcal, and basically, so when you buy a 4-pack or a pint here, $1 goes towards MTB Norcal to help support the cause, trail building, and all that. And, as a company that just loves mountain biking, it was like such an obvious thing to marry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. After a good ride, what do you want?
Yep.
A PR or and a beer?
PR or a beer, right?
No, a PR and a beer.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Sorry
even
about
better.
that. The
But
dream.
I'll definitely take the beer, right? So,
I'm not going to, I'll take the beer.
the way that it all came about, I mean, actually, I got to say real quick, the way that was really funny is that Sean and I were driving up, we're shuttling because, Sean's lazy. I can say that because he's not on mic right now.
He doesn't have an e-bike, Yeah.
So we're shuttling up Mammoth Bar, and we see this dude just beasting up Mammoth Bar, and we're like, who the hell is that guy? Happens to be Andrew.
Yes.
And then we started kind of talking, and then we've developed this
From the
rad
truck.
relationship, and now who would have thought that it went from just us being like, dude, you're a beast as we're passing them in our truck to now having a beer together that's going to give money back to the trails that we all ride. I mean, just rad. The way that things that happen, the way that it's just so cool.
I think that's why it's 7% as well.
Wait,
7%.
is that the grade that you met on?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that-
dude, it's Pedal Up Clementine, which is like 9
Yeah.
No, it was
So-
Mammoth Bar,
Mammoth Bar.
which is like
oh,
18
sorry, Mammoth Bar.
points.
No,
I think.
Yeah,
you
no.
can't make beer that high. That doesn't.
Can you imagine an 18% beer?
I think the highest
even call
I've
it-
had is Allagash Curio, which is about 11 to 12% per glass or whatever. Which at this point you're gonna get wasted real quick. You know, you gotta take it easy over there.
Take it easy.
8-ounce pours. Yeah.
Let's see. Unless Trailhead says, will Sean and Don be on a tandem MTB during Dirt Days?
Oh my God!
A tight,
So
a tight tandem.
I got to say that would be Sean's fantasy. I can say that because he's not here.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's see if we can make that happen. I'd be down. Can you imagine me and Sean on a tandem down Hoot? That'd
You'd
be
be-
so epic,
Dude, Sean would be styling it out and going for
Wait,
like
I get
points,
front,
and you'd be
I
going
get-
for speed.
I get front
It'd be
because
the-
I'm a
it'd be
better
the-
steerer than he is.
It would be the worst. It would be the worst argument down the whole trail.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
can't
I'm
think
quiet.
of anyone that I'd be on the back of one of those with. I can literally, there's not a single person that I'd be like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope, not ever.
Sean can ride the
Dude,
back.
let's talk about that.
Oh, here we go.
Don on the front, Sean on the rear of
Yeah.
a tandem, rigid tandem bike.
I would film this. I would film
I'm
this.
in.
I'd get the Skydio out to follow you. I'd do everything and anything possible
There'd
to
be
get this
so much
filmed.
said on that trail that
The good thing is that, okay, so like Sean said that if you're hooting and hollering, I don't know if you guys have ever ridden with me.
Yeah.
If you have, I'm kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Sean's like, woo! And I'm like, oh my God, there's Sean. So it'd be great to have him on the back because he'll be like right there,
Yep.
just hooting in my ear. Actually, I might have to push them off because it might get annoying.
If you guys know anything about Don, by the way, Don is he doesn't do anything for fun. It's just all about the fastest time it could possibly be.
You want to know the term?
Pedal hard.
True.
Don's gone. Hey, where's Don? Oh, he's gone.
That feels right. I've only ridden with you once, but that feels right.
Yeah, no, it's like,
I want to hang out with Don. No, he's already gone.
This is such
He,
an
like, shows
awesome
up
ride.
and then
We're all
he's like,
having fun. Like, hey, dude, what's
gone.
up? Where's Don? Oh, he's gone.
Exactly.
But I'm not fast. That's the funny thing.
I beg to differ about that.
Nerds on Dirt might disagree with you. He's still here. Yeah.
Differ on that one.
I gotta say, Nerds on Dirt, met him in Ashland, rad dude. So check him out.
It's funny how those relationships come to form in the MTB community. No matter what it is, it's like I talked to you like, oh, I rode with this guy, Nerds on Dirt, and I was like, dude, I talk to him all the time on Instagram. We talk, and I keep trying to get him out here, and he used to live out here or something. He used to ride out here, so it's
random
interesting stuff. Yeah,
yeah. Like we were both racing in Ashland, and like I was waiting for stage 1, and he climbed up, and I was like, I saw him, and I'm all, hey, wait, Nerds on Dirt, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't know the guy's name, right? Like at the time, I'm all just Nerds on Dirt, Instagram name, and he's like, and I'm all MTB Norcal. He's like, oh yeah, it's like, then here we are, you know.
Yeah.
Sounds like an Ashland trip.
Totally.
If not CES, prior.
It's funny, like, how many things got shut down because of whatever. I was planning a trip up to Whistler, and I was planning a trip to whatever else, but now I feel like things are opening back up. I know I'm going to go to SoCal soon, which I haven't ridden a lot of SoCal. I'm going to go to Sedona, which is the Sedona Mountain Bike Fest. It's happening in November.
Yep.
Are
you guys
we'll be at that. You guys already out there?
Yeah, we were there. That was the last event we did, actually, before everything shut down.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to have a booth out there and everything?
Absolutely, yeah.
So here's the ultimate goal. I love the idea of doing this live streaming stuff, and it's evolving, and the tech is getting better, and there's only so many things I can pay attention to here, but I'm mulling over the idea of doing live streams out there also. So we're going to see how that plays out.
That could be rad.
Yeah.
Could be
It's a
a
super
bonded
cool
cellular
crowd.
unit started to get techie on you.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to that show before?
No, I personally have never been there. I mean, like, realistically, I've only been doing the YouTube thing for about a year now, but a little over a year. So, and even to the MTB game, I'm relatively new. Like, I've been riding for a couple of years, but I'm still, like, even though I'm one of the best mountain bike YouTubers in the business, riding-wise, skill-wise.
Humblest as well.
Hey.
Yeah, super.
And I'm out.
If anyone wants some Colorado Kid follow camp, let me know. Why? Because it's good.
Okay, wait. I think it should be. I mean, did you mention that when you did your hoot video, which I gotta say was epic,
Man,
like very, very well done.
It was 3 snaps in a circle.
But he didn't show his crash that he did like in the beginning of the
know,
day.
he edited that out.
So I don't know. I mean,
I wasn't filming that because Sean was basically like, let's do a warm-up lap. And I was like, all right, great. Here's what happened. We're hauling ass down Hoot, and I'm basically not paying attention to the trail whatsoever. My goal here at this point is to find cool camera angles because I knew I wanted to film the trail.
It's gotta
Makes
look
sense.
good. Yeah.
So, like, basically what I was going to do is I was going to do, like, a showcase in Nevada City, kind of like how I did in Pacifica. And so I think it's a great idea to do, like, a here's where you eat, here's where you park, here's how you do, like, an overview of, like, welcome to Nevada City.
Bigger than a trail demo,
Right.
like the whole thing.
No,
Yeah,
man,
all right,
it's
I
like,
get behind
yeah.
that.
But you
The,
start
the local plug-in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
but you start to realize how much work needs to go into what it is to make it happen. And like you
Right.
see that I was filming for 4.5, 5 hours on that trail alone.
For Hoot.
If we're talking about like doing Scott's Flat and minors and stuff also, and then showcasing Wheelhouse and stuff, like I realized how much production needed to go into that video for my very low subscriber YouTube channel.
I'm gonna be here for 48 hours.
We're going to call it to Hooners.
Exactly. So, yeah, it was an interesting process. It was a learning process, and I love the idea. And it's funny how that evolves over time, right? The idea of, like, building a channel, and, like, it's all about being funny and stuff and entertaining, but all of a sudden it becomes about, like, highlighting the local stuff that we have available to us,
Right.
and then, like, bringing all that stuff in. We got Don's bringing somebody in.
Sean's asking me something, and I don't know what he's asking me.
Yeah.
Sign language isn't strong here.
Yeah.
I was saying, let's get Todd the Saw in here and talk about powder coating Rubicon's
Yeah.
rack.
Oh,
Yeah. I need Todd the Saw. Get in here, man.
Come on, buddy.
Yep.
Todd the Saw.
Todd the Saw is wearing the Hawaiian shirt that I wish I would have worn tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you, like right
Your
in front.
guys'
Don't bump the
shirts are
camera.
epics.
Don't bump the camera. Spokesman's in here. Spokesman, good to see. What the hell is wrong with you, Spokesman? You donated $49.99. You, sir, are a gentleman, a squire, and I owe you as many sexual favors as I can say on this live stream without telling my wife, who is sitting right over there. I just want you to know this right now, Steve. I appreciate you, and I want you to come up for a ride, and I won't publicly post what I do to you during the ride, okay?
Cheers,
None of
Steve.
this stuff will happen. Steve, Spokesman, MTB, if you guys don't know who Spokesman is, you're missing out, all right? I don't want to argue about nothing. So, Here we are, Nerds on Dirt still here, spokesman. Good to see you. What do you mean no audio? You muting it? We're absolutely crushing it with the audio levels here. All right, so here's a man, by the way, I'm going to introduce Todd the Saw, because Todd the Saw got his name.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Todd. Todd the Saw got his name from a ride that we did, and it came from an idea. I went on a solo ride, and I found a tree down on the Darrington Trail, okay? And when I found this tree down, I said, I reached out to Todd. I was like, hey, man, like, I got this, like, he recommended a saw to me. And I was like, there's a tree down there. I want to go ride that trail and cut it down and make a video of it. He's like, I'm on board. So he brings every saw possible. And we ended up clearing the tree and clearing the path. And it was like the greatest achievement in my life.
You remember what that saw was called, right?
No.
The Corona.
That's right.
Oh, timeless.
So thus was born Todd the Saw. And Todd the Saw is here. And wait, we're powder coating stuff? Tell me about this.
So, for those of you who don't know, my business for the last 28 years has been powder coating and media blasting. Media blasting is technical term for sandblasting stuff.
Yeah.
And we are now working together with Rubicon to do their racks.
That's super cool, man.
Definitely taking it to the next level for
Definitely.
sure.
Yes.
Super excited.
So that's the stuff I don't know a ton about, like the powder coating stuff. Like we're talking mass scale, this any color. What are we talking about? Like I don't know the process.
So the process of powder coating is think of it like we're putting on a dry powder.
Yeah.
It's dry. It comes out in a cloud, and it essentially sticks on by static electricity. But we use lots and lots and lots of voltage. So typically the stuff that we do is 100,000 volts. So high tension lines are 25,000 volts, right? But we use very little amperage so it doesn't blow your arms off and stuff. And then from there it goes into an oven and is actually baked on, and that's when it becomes more or less permanent.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super interesting. How'd you guys did you guys all meet each other through Sean and Dawn, or how did that work?
MTB Norcal.
Yeah, MTB Norcal.
Absolutely.
Dude, it's funny. It's like an organization you talk about is like, okay, so they're a group on Instagram. Great. But what do you describe something like that as? It's like, okay, well, they help organize group rides. No, it's more than that. It's like building relationships between people and you're like, oh, yeah, I know a guy who can do that, or like all those things. And you meet each other in a group ride or something like that, and all that stuff comes together. And now you see like the fruit. What are the fruits of your loins? No, it's not loins.
Bearing the fruit of the loins. Is that fruit of the loom?
Nothing to do with
Fruit
loins.
of the loom.
Yeah.
Fruit of the looms.
No, that's been awesome. I mean, for us, as a small business based out of Northern California, for us, we've always looked first to local manufacturers, local partners to work with. We do the large majority of everything we do is in-house. The only things we don't do are laser and coating. And so to find someone who's such an awesome partner for coating and just being able to go to that next level is awesome, especially someone that's just up in Rockland.
That's right.
Right around the
Speaking
corner.
of the next levels, the tolerances of that, there's no shake.
Oh.
That was my number one thing. You know when your bikes are on the rack and it's like ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
I was like, oh, this is so awesome. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is the tightest tolerances I've ever seen. It is locked in. Yeah. It is amazing.
And adjustable, so as it wears moving forward, one, there's a cheap replaceable bushing that holds everything in place, and two, all you got to do is tighten that thing up.
Sweet.
You know what?
That's
I think
right.
this is too slop. Just replace that bushing for $10 or whatever it's going to be.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
That's
We
all
haven't
it
worn one
takes.
out yet, though, so
Yeah.
we'll see when that lands. Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing because we come out to shuttle, we come out to Auburn, we come out to wherever else, and a lot of those days turn into shuttle days because who wants to climb that dirty climb out of the bottom of Mammoth Bar? Everybody knows that
brutal,
absolutely brutal climb, and it's not like it's.
I like that climb.
No, Todd,
I know.
Todd, you don't like that climb.
You and Don can do that all day long.
Wrong.
Want to do another lap? No, man, I'm done.
If you guys don't know anything about this climb, it's basically the thing is, it's not I don't mind climbing, but it's it's the road boring. Let me climb through a trail or something. It's just arduous as hell. And so those turn into shuttle days, and when you have a 5 bike rack, that makes shuttle days way easier.
Yeah, fill your car, right?
Exactly.
99% of cars seat 5 people.
Exactly.
So let's go.
Yeah, 100%. So it's those interesting things about developing the right tool for the job. It's one thing I learned when I started getting into mountain biking is having the right tool for the job. And it can get expensive, Don't get me wrong, you guys know this.
Yeah.
They can get expensive, but having the right tool for the job is key to like being a mountain biker. It's like, don't buy those shitty pads. Buy the right ones that are actually going to protect your knees when you crash, because otherwise you're going to regret it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. If you're dropping, you know, 8-10 grand on a bicycle, like, I mean, at the end of the day, dropping $200 on a rack is probably a really bad idea.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
as someone who's lost bicycles off of $200,
I think bicycle salesmen should give like a forewarning as well.
Yeah.
It should be like, here's your new mountain bike. Welcome to the mountain bike family, which is huge. You are now into the family.
Yeah.
P.S. Get a second job.
Yep.
this got very expensive very quick.
It's so true, man. We talk about the idea of not having the right gear, and I was talking, I think last stream we were talking about, I ran into this lady we were on the Darrington Trail. And essentially, I could see her just kind of walking her bike down the very beginning of Darrington Trail, which is kind of chunky, right? The very start.
Yeah, there's
in
that
Salmon
one
Falls.
thing. Yeah.
But like her bike wasn't a full suspension. It was whatever else. But then she was coming down. She was putting her bike. You know those bike racks that kind of hitch up to the bike and they stick out. And you just kind of put it on
Like
the top.
the two
Hanging
forks.
by the top too.
Yeah, like the traditional one.
And you just choose how you put it on.
Yeah, she's putting it up there, and it's like, it's just swaying in the wind, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is not the right tool for the job, you know what I mean? And so it was like, it's amazing how, again, having the right tool that just fits, it does exactly what it's supposed to do, is the key to everything. So having a good bike rack that can handle 5 e-bikes, from my understanding.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're riding like, you know, high dollar nice bikes, like you're not even
Yep.
coming close to it at the
Yep.
end of the day. You know, and again for us is that like he said, that shake, that rattle,
Yep.
like it locks in and you can hit it and the thing just kind of bong.
Yep.
There's no clackety, no slop, any of that.
And that's huge. I remember having one of those really crappy bike racks at one point, and yeah, you could just see your bike just swaying in the wind, and you're like, this is the worst idea I've ever had in my life.
I feel like I see those a lot.
Yeah. Yep. So we talk about like mountain biking, and the interesting thing about mountain biking to me is like, I'm not quite sure if it's just at the start of its popularity, or if we're in the middle, or if we're at the end. To me,
I don't know.
I feel like it's getting more and more and more, and like maybe it's because now I'm more involved in the sport than ever before. But do you guys notice like now it just seems like there's more and more people involved, and every car you see has got a bike rack on it or some sort of hitch or something, and everybody's got a bike and they're going to ride on the weekends. Like, is it just
2020 was a big year
Right?
too. Like,
Yeah.
like most cycling
Yeah.
shops have done
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
I feel
So
like
blown
it's
up
when
recently.
you buy a new car, you buy a new truck, right?
Yeah.
Call it a Ford.
And you see
All of a
them
sudden, you
everywhere.
see all those Fords everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is. But
That's what I'm wondering.
but I
Is it
think
that or no?
Combination.
But you know what you need to put on a new rack or a new car when you get one?
a sticker. Yeah. and we have another Dirt Days vendor, Todd. Can we switch him out with you, buddy?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't mean to kick you out. But
Yeah, go for it.
So we have Max from Slaps here.
I should have brought more mics. I'm going to miss Todd. I love Todd.
Todd.
Todd, you want to sit next to
I
me?
love you too.
Todd, come sit next to me.
Todd, sit next to. Do we have an extra set of headphones? I mean, I'll
Sure.
leave.
No.
We could just have
This right here is-
We should just have vendors. That's even better.
I just want Todd to be my hype man. That's
Okay.
all.
So Max.
Yes.
Max reached out to us. He's with
Okay.
Slaps.
Yeah. What's
He
up?
makes stickers. What do you? Oh, Don's trying to be the hype man.
Jesus.
Okay.
We drank plenty of beers tonight, ladies and gentlemen in chat. I want you to be patient with me, all right?
All right. So, anyways,
Yeah.
we got Max here. He's with Slaps.
Yeah.
He reached out to us and wanted to be a part of Dirt Days. So we were super pumped. He made some incredible stickers. Is that Mike?
Yeah, can you guys see that?
These
I don't know
stickers
if
are
these-
incredible. So I'm going to put them on
Yeah.
the right camera since you can't see what I'm seeing. All
Yeah.
right, here we go.
Okay. I'm going to hold it up anyways because I feel like I want to hold it up.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
not going to focus unless I put it right on my face. But we're going to post a picture of this. This sticker
Yeah.
design is absolutely awesome. So
Yeah.
tell us about what's going on here.
Yeah, so I started in January 2020.
Yeah.
A sticker company by trade. I would say I'm a sign maker. I used to build signs at the River Cat Stadium. I did the big Ace sign that's there right
sweet.
now.
Yeah.
But ever since I got into the industry, sign industry, I've loved stickers. Always had a passion for stickers, just because it's so great to see how people react when you hand them something.
Yeah,
I used to
totally.
race for the Nevada Union team my senior year of high school, and
Nice.
I started out by just making these single color Sasquatch stickers that I'd hand out to all my friends, my teammates, people at the races, and everybody loved them, and I would always see them on the top tubes of their bikes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I started, but I wanted to reach out to you guys because I love supporting people who are passionate about what they do. So if you guys
Yes,
are passionate
nice.
about building trails, helping the community, I love that. So I wanted to make you guys stickers for that.
Yeah.
Can I go on record? And I was talking with Brian, my buddy Brian BKXC, about this the other day. I'm like, how is nobody
Name dropper.
I know, but it's important to know that this is somebody, and the reason why. All right, here
influential in the industry. Right?
It's somebody that's a big name in the industry, and we talk about the idea of graphic design and stuff like that. I'm like, how are people not approaching you and saying like, dude, I made a graphic, I made it for you, I'm not charging you anything.
That's exactly what he did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how are you not reaching out to these people that are influential in the industry if you're just starting out and say, hey, like, dude, check out this thing I made, I want to make it for you, and as a result, you develop relationships, you end up, like, that gets you forward if you're forward thinking enough to actually make some effort. Like, versus like, oh, maybe someday someone will approach me. Instead, you're like, oh, I like what this guy's doing. Let me reach out to him. Let me make something for him and get it out there. And then all of a sudden, like, you've developed relationships, whether they use it or not. In the long run, they start to realize who you are.
It's true.
And like, boom, all of a sudden, like, it's just, God, why are more people not doing that? I don't know.
I think it's a like outgoing personality. You need. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You need that outgoing personality to be able to reach out to people. You know, that's what it comes down to.
Well, I think a big thing too, at least for me, is like I've kind of figured out over my young years that like just being passionate about something, it's a lot easier to get out there and just put yourself out there. Same thing with riding. Like if you're passionate about riding, you'll get out there, you'll ask people, you know, I want to go ride with you, or you guys want to go ride tomorrow or something like that.
Yep.
And that'll happen. And it's just a little easier to get by that like initial like, I don't know what you call it.
Like stage fright or
yeah,
whatever.
Yes,
you know,
that's
like
it.
that.
Yep. I feel like a lot of people, that's totally it.
Yeah, and by doing that, just like getting yourself out there, you kind of find your own style, either riding or graphic design, art, whatever, and it's just really fun to like kind of share it with people. So,
Todd, what
I
say
agree.
you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you jealous? Kyle, are you jealous that Todd Saw is now my co-host? You were
What
my
is Kyle
co-host
doing
last
right
time.
now? What is Kyle doing?
Kyle's in Hawaii on a honeymoon.
Does he have a Mai Tai in his hand right now?
and he injured his
does.
leg in a very stupid
What?
fashion. I was there to witness
Surfing.
it.
He tried to surf.
No.
He didn't try to surf?
No, he injured his leg doing parkour at his pre-wedding event out in whatever. So, in the
Was
foothills.
there alcohol involved?
There had to be.
Yeah, 100% there was. Yeah.
absolutely.
Parkour and alcohol is like a bad mix.
No.
I don't feel like that's good.
100%.
You're either doing it really well or you shouldn't be doing it at all.
Yeah,
Like, that's how parkour
Yeah, it's an
works.
on or off thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kyle's
Yeah.
definitely
Definitely.
a passive participant in the parkour industry. Yeah.
Dude, he's good on a mountain bike, though.
Yeah.
The dude rips going downhill for sure.
You know this as well as I know this. We were filming Trailhead Troopers. He was
Yes.
riding downhill on
Second
east
episode
side.
to come.
Very soon with a hat, a megaphone, and combat
of it.
boots. All
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get. Where's those stickers? Give me.
The stickers are right here.
Give me one of those. Okay, well, no, sit down. We got to talk about how they find you.
Yes, we do. Don's trying to pull him out prematurely.
Yeah. So
Premature pull.
see
Wait, we
that-
can't say that out loud.
Great. See
Never
that
mind.
camera right there? Put it right in front of it, and I want you to tell people how to find you.
yeah. So basically, a lot of my business,
Right here, microphone.
There we go.
A lot of my business comes from Instagram and just everybody.
Word of mouth.
Damn
Yeah,
it,
word
it's
of
not
mouth.
focusing. Fine, that's fine. We'll post a thing about it. But tell them how to find you.
Yeah, so basically Instagram or email. If you look at my Instagram, slapsent.com.
Okay.
Or go to my Instagram, slapsent. You can find all my contact information. You can see all the stickers that I've done. I do commercial graphics and stuff like that. I just try and focus on like graphics and art in general and trying to make things quality and last a while and make people stoked about it. So.
I have to say that. So I was doing a ride. He came out, talked to us. Actually, I think it was on a Mandatory Monday. So
Yeah, it was.
Came out before the ride, and he was like, "Hey, like this is the sticker." I was like, "Dude, those look legit." Put it on the truck. He's like, "Hey, no bubbles." Right, because I think that's one of the biggest things is when you put a sticker on a car, you get the bubbles.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no bubbles. It's easy to work them out. So
Work 'em
quality
out.
is there. And then we were like, hey, let's see what you come up with on a design of this sticker.
Sweet.
And what you see is what he came up with, which is rad.
It's super sick, and I will make sure to highlight it on the Cali Rotor Kid ladder rack of mountain biking excellence. Don't worry,
Ooh, yeah.
it'll be a
It's
thing.
going
it's
big.
a full ceremony that
Famous.
nobody cares about it except for me. But
That
there you
ladder
go.
rack.
We care about it.
We do care about it. I think we were like one of the first.
Yeah, you were.
Two or three.
100%.
Yes, we were.
Yep.
God, I feel good about that.
So here's what we're gonna do. There's somebody in chat called Family Freeride, and they represent the Fair Oaks Bike Park. And,
Yes.
one of the things that we have to love about what we're doing in this community right now is like these bike parks are absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And they are working on an expansion. I know that our Auburn Bike Park is also working on an expansion. And what that means to me is that you've got a place in the community for people to go, for kids to go, for families to go and ride in a controlled environment and have a blast and not have to drive. Like, for example, if I want to get to a trail system, I got to drive at least 40 minutes to get to Granite Bay. I got to drive, I got to cross Watt and get to whatever.
You're
so
in
it's
Sacramento,
50 minutes to
right?
Auburn. Yeah. So it's involved. But go to the Fair Oaks Bike Park or the Elk Grove Bike Park. It's an easier access. It's routine riding, and it's absolutely awesome. And they are currently, they say, working on an expansion presentation on the May 19th. So Family Free Ride, if you can put in chat like how people find that would be super sick. We would totally be excited to hear about that.
So what are they trying to do on May 19th?
They said a bike park expansion presentation.
Okay. At the
They'll need
park
some
itself.
support.
Seen the plans for that?
Yeah, it looks rad. The plans are rad. So we've been talking to actually Fair Oaks quite a bit. I have been. So pretty cool. We shouted a couple things out trying to get him some support, but that's really what it's going to come down to is just trying to support those things that are going to help get those features that we want, right? Because we all want like bigger, better,
Different
badder.
something.
I mean, like, let's just look at Granite Bay. Like, for anybody that knows, like, they tore all those down. So we need those places that we can go work on our skills, right? And the kids can go and get out their outlet. So that's what it's all about.
Yep. And Garrett is in here, somebody who I was talking to originally. We were talking about doing some stuff with Fat Track and filming and all this stuff. He's somebody involved. Garrett, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. McDermott. You guys know Garrett.
Yeah.
And so he says, Family Free Ride is looking to make their Fair Oaks Bike Park expansion happen. Join the Fair Oaks Rec and Park Board meeting on May 19th. Granite Bay jumps getting Daze sucks. Yes. Thanks, Joe. Look, I'm going to share my thoughts on that. I'm not super political about stuff, but here, like, first of all, thank you. Garrett, $50 donation, by the way. That's absolutely insane. That's going towards a beer fund tonight.
Yes.
And if you guys only knew how much money I spent on all the gear to make this shit work tonight.
We need like 10 grand. Come on, everybody.
So, I mean, like, we talk about Granite Bay jump parks, like, that sucks because you got a place for kids to go and stuff like that. And it's like, but you also understand I've seen there's plenty of medevac stuff that's happened because people got injured. So it's like, dude, on both sides.
Medevac, that's huge.
Well, is that what they call it, right? When they haul somebody out?
Yeah.
Actually saved somebody's life the other day, which we'll talk about in just a moment. No,
Ashley did. And dude, he sent me a picture of the chunk of, like, I don't know if it was skin or fat. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a bummer. It was a bummer that it happened, but I was talking with somebody. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you guys are all just going to build that real quick. You know what I mean?
It'll be fast.
I understand it's not their property, like whoever, whatever, but like, it sucks. It really does. I mean, but again, I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a dumb trying to make funny videos. So what can I say? Todd Saw, what do you say?
I think this is the reason why that getting involved with these local bike parks is so important. Is it gives these people and kids some place to go and do their skills that they're so passionate about, so that they don't have to go and put effort into a place that's going to get torn down by just flat out the authorities. You know, they got busted.
Non-sanctioned.
And there's not really a whole lot that we can do about that. I mean, you're dealing with the state. You're not going to win that battle, more or less. So that's why bike parks are really, really important to have.
God, was Todd Saad just trying to segue into Dirt Days and what MTB Norcal is about?
Yeah, he might be.
He was.
Did you guys mention Garrett McDermott?
Yeah,
he did.
Okay, just making sure, because you know what? That guy has been working tediously for years to get that bike park. Sorry, interjection. But I know
it's all
Garrett.
good.
I know Garrett.
That's what we're here for.
I met Garrett on trail days and everything, and we share some like past work experiences, whatever. But when I met that guy, that is one guy who is paving ways on his personal time.
Yeah, it's like Sam.
Garrett McDermott.
Yeah.
I love you.
And that's one
Derek,
of the best
we love you.
That's one of the best parts about doing this stuff is meeting people, learning what people do, and how it all comes together. It's not just as simple as like, hey, let me build some trail. There's so much involved, right? There's so much more than just like, hey, how do it's like there's a lot of stuff, and meeting the people and learning stuff and doing build days with Fat Track and things like that. It's like it starts to open your eyes on what we can do here. And I look at like all these other states that are building bike parks and doing all these great things, and I'm like, man, like California. It's just not quite there yet, but I mean, like you look at like Arkansas and stuff, and they're
Bentonville.
Bentonville. Thank you, Walmart.
The self-proclaimed right mountain bike capital of the world. Right? But I gotta say, like when we went out and did our mandatory Monday with Fat Track, and having Sam and Ryan there, what I thought I knew about building trails, which wasn't a whole lot, but Ryan being like, "Hey, you need to grade it this way. This is what we're trying to do," and I was like, "Oh man, I never would have known."
Bit of a science.
So. What an eye-opening experience. You know, it's a lot of work, but dude, like it pays off, and just like having that experience with those kind of guys. Ryan is, if you guys don't know Ryan from Fat Track, that guy is awesome. Love that guy.
The time in,
and it's different. It's different than like work, like you would think about, like, oh, I got to go do some work, right? You get out there and you actually have fun. Like we all like were joking, laughing.
The views,
the views. It was actually a good time to bust some ass and build some trail.
I had
Seriously.
my kids out there, and my kids put in work, and it was awesome to like let them see, like, hey, the trails that you ride, this is what it takes, and they were like, oh, I never would have known.
So let me tell you about the reason why I got to my first build day with Fat Track was because of this guy right here,
Todd the Saw.
Todd the Saw. He literally texted me. He's like, hey, like they got a build day going, and you want to go? And a lot of the times, people think that I'm like not reaching out to them because I'm ignoring them. It's because my poor planning. I can't plan for anything.
And it's luckily you put that out enough, so you should know. People should know.
I know, exactly.
I know. Yeah.
So basically, Todd reaches out to me like Friday night or something. He's like, hey, Fat Track's working on a dig day. He's like, you want to go? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
You responded, by the way. I had reached out to you many days earlier.
Typical Joe story. Don't worry about it.
That you never responded.
There you go, Todd. There you go.
It's not true. Not true, Todd. It might have been true, yeah.
100% true.
But
Pretty
anyways,
true.
I found out about it. I was like, let me bring a bunch of camera gear and annoy everyone for 30 minutes. And it turned out to be 4 hours of annoyance on my part. But yeah, you guys know how that worked out.
Love it. Love it.
I also
Yep.
think when you do get into trail building, so say you just ride mountain bikes and you're interested in trail building, right? And you start getting into trail building, there's an opportunity for your vision to see that turn, that straight, that bump, and you make it your own, and you can put your name on it. Every time you ride that trail, like all the trails I've ever worked on, anywhere I've ever worked on, I can say, I built that berm, I built that bump, I did that. Did you like it?
Yep.
Yes.
And then they say no.
that. Yeah. No, I'm like...
Don goes too fast. He doesn't see any more features. Don't even worry about
Don's
Don.
too worried about his Strava PR.
Oh my God, here we go.
Don loves Strava times.
Yeah. Yes,
we
he
got
does.
to Nevada City the other day, and I was like, Don was already done with like 3 laps. He was like, oh, I'm just trying to PR.
Yeah, you're like, I totally love the... Did you see that? Did you say... No, I was PRing.
I don't know what's going on.
Don, I love you.
It's an intervention. Don, it's an intervention. I'm
deleting Strava tonight.
It is.
So Shane has this thing called Trail Pace. Shane, tell him about Trail Pace. Let's talk about Trail Pace.
Trail Pace. There's 3 things we can do on the trail. We can learn the trail. You can just ride the trail at its own pace. And we can blow it out of the water and whatever. No, I mean, we've all been there. We want the PRs. So if you have this available to you, Hoot is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Start from Hoot and do not pedal top to bottom.
It's actually pretty hard.
It's hard.
You will find every opportunity to pump and lay off the brakes, and you will. It's just an expansion of what you do. So you ride this trail every day, right?
Yep.
You probably ride it the same every day. You probably hit the brakes on the same point. You probably pedal on the same point. Why not mix it up a bit and let the trail dictate your pace?
That's because Shane's best time's over 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Who cares? Have you followed him down it?
I just had to say something.
Because he's not going for the PR.
In 25 years of racing, I have 13 podiums. I have 2 overalls. I took 3rd and 5th in state.
Okay, so
Wait, we're supposed to
We're getting off track.
We're supposed to talk about my achievements on this live stream. Look.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about Joe.
I've also learned to enjoy mountain biking.
No.
Because I have gone down a rabbit hole where I just didn't enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
That was hammer time every time.
Wait, did you just say?
I'm not.
No, don't say that's not what we're talking about.
Hey,
That's not
hey, can you just mute Don so he can't even hear me right now?
Oh, I sure can. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool.
He's got a different idea of hammer time. He's on
There's
a
a
PR
few
pace.
variations of hammer time.
He's going for PR pace. PR pace.
But I will say to everybody out there,
Oh, shit.
Here it is.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. He did it.
You lucky bastards in chat.
You got to see what goes in Don's mind when you
You can't say hammer time without me expecting to drop a running man.
That is what goes on in Don's mind during Strava.
Yes, PR, hammer time. Yeah. He's probably wearing hammer pants in his own mind.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't think so either.
I honestly don't know why you wouldn't wear hammer pants.
Joe, I love you. If you guys didn't see that, if you guys did not see that, that was full eye contact.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was proper shake, too. I didn't know you had to shake.
He did. Side to side.
Oh, it was like.
So for those that don't know, I won Best Dancer in high school in '96.
Did you drop the cardboard?
Wait,
Are we talking mountain biking
1996?
anymore?
No.
Doesn't matter.
It's fine.
It always
It's been
matters.
like an hour. Everybody's tuned out anyways.
Everything's fine. Everything's under control. Don't worry,
it's
everybody.
good.
I want to take this. I want to take this moment once again to thank that Crooked Lane Brewery let us broadcast here.
Yes, Crooked
We're a bunch
Lane.
of damn
Cheers.
fools, and they let
Crooked
us
Lane,
broadcast here.
everybody. Woo!
Crooked Lane.
Yeah.
So
Cheers.
the fact that they let us broadcast here is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, because we aren't anybody.
No, I mean, you guys are more than I am. I mean, I got no subscribers. A few people know who I am, but I was excited that we could make this happen, and
Yes.
I think it's
I
a great
agree.
opportunity. Again, the primary goal here is to talk about Dirt Days and all the things that are coming up and how great the things you guys are doing, and we're really all at the infancy. I mean, realistically,
Yep.
you take into consideration the fact that we all kind of got started about
Together.
a year,
I'd say
year and a half
together.
ago. Yeah,
Same
real,
time.
real pretty recently, and we're forming kind of separate things that are all the same thing. You know what I mean?
It's the same but different.
It's the same. It's like, and now
still in the family.
we can take
It
those
is.
we can take those joint ventures and bring them together, and it's like we're attacking from every angles, and it's all about highlighting the local stuff. And I think that's something that other people in different regions can be jealous of, man. Honestly,
I honestly
100%.
think that they should replicate it. You know,
I agree.
like what we have
This
done.
isn't a
Like
competition.
Go do this in your local area. It does nothing but benefit the people who are building the trails and the people that are putting in the work. I mean, come on.
Well, that and also MTB NorCal has it's not like just ripping. It's not just all of these things. It's all inclusive.
yeah.
Come one, come
we
all.
have a no drop mandatory Monday ride.
Yep.
I have had,
It's all good.
a
Say it.
better time sweeping and talking.
Yeah.
100%.
And talking to people.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
And also,
Absolutely, yep.
I have to say right now, when you ride a trail at a different pace, you start to see like, oh shoot, there's flowers. Never saw those before.
You know what's funny?
Never
But I
saw
have
that before.
noticed. What I've noticed on Mandatory Mondays is all of us are like, I'll sweep.
Yep.
No,
yep.
I'll sweep.
Dude, it's the best
you
time.
sweep last week. I'll sweep.
I have met so many amazing people on Mandatory
sure.
Mondays sweeping,
Yep.
and I've had so many good conversations, and I've made some great friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And what it
Yeah.
what it was for me is I just didn't pull the pin and like just let's hammer this out. I got a race coming up and I got to do this. No, it was like, hey, maybe let's slow down and have a conversation and enjoy this trail. And what I was huge to me is there were 6 people right there with me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And they came out specifically because of that.
Yep.
That's what it
Because
is.
they got the invite.
Yep.
Let's go have a good time.
And I feel like that's like what it should be about, and that's what I think it is about for all of us here, including you, Joe. It's
Yeah,
not just
100%.
MTB NorCal.
Yeah.
It's you've been a part of this since day one, and it's been community based.
Yes.
You know, like I think our whole goal from day one was like, we just want to get people together.
Yeah.
We
We're
just
just
want to
looking to
have a
hang
good
out.
time.
I just want to ride
And that was
bikes.
even that was even before we
That's at the end of the day.
figured out what we wanted this to be.
Yeah.
You know, like we didn't know in the beginning.
We all just like to ride.
we like to hang out.
We're all people.
Make friends. I mean, we
people,
wouldn't have known Joe had we not
Party,
said,
party.
let's do a group ride in Auburn and drop cars at the bottom of Confluence, and we'll shuttle you if you're willing to
And then
show
next
up.
thing we know, we're running like 18 shuttles.
No, do you remember my
Exploded.
truck that day?
Oh, dude. Yeah, Sean's truck. If you guys haven't seen it, like you have to scroll back a ways, but there
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
9 bikes on Sean's truck. Pretty awesome.
Pack
it was-
'em out the sides.
That's what it was. There was a freaking pad on each side and the back. It was amazing. And people hiding in the bed.
I think Joe wants to talk.
No, so you can tell
I
I
think
want
Joe
to
just
jump
wants
in
to
there,
lift
right?
it.
So I have to give Trail Features credit. We call Trail Features. He's out of Colorado. He's a much bigger YouTuber than me, and he has come in with a $20 donation. He's
Yes, Trail
Trail
Features.
Features.
Dude, I love you,
Cheers,
man.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I have dubbed him the Good Joe because his quality is better, his demeanor is better, and he's overall more entertaining and provides better quality information than I will ever do. But he donated $20. He says, I quit YouTube. Joe has set the bar for live stream quality, and I can't compete. Deuces,
That's
man.
awesome.
Sounds like we're going to Colorado.
Information versus entertainment.
Yeah, he's both. But what I'm saying is we call him the Good Joe because I'm a complete dumbass and he's not. That's really what it boils down to. He's absolutely
I love it.
amazing.
I
He's
love
a
it.
really big channel. He's fantastic. He's out of Denver. I can't wait to ride with him.
Yeah.
Brian Gong is here. He says, love you,
Yes,
boys.
BG.
Yeah.
You.
And, of course, Bike Sum is in here. He says, what's
Jay,
up, guys?
Jay,
What
my
up,
brother. We've been wondering where you've been at.
He got his bike fixed.
bike
He's looking
fixed?
a lot
Yes.
better. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
There we go.
All right. So it
He's-
wasn't the poison oak in the regional
No,
area.
he still has the poison oak. It's just the bike's fixed.
I hope that works out. Take a
Love-
shot.
Now-
Love
shot
you,
in the
Jay.
ass,
Love
brother.
you.
There's another guy, Scouts Out, Mark, who came up
Yep.
for Mandatory Mondays, by the way. He came up from SoCal. Well, he calls us Central California.
Yes.
And he came up and he said, I want to ride. And this is before you guys approached me. We had talked about it. I was like, hey, you want to host the Mandatory Mondays? I'm like, absolutely. And he had already approached me about riding. So I was like, dude, let me
Last
show him
week.
around.
Yeah.
So it turned out really well. We got a chance to show him Auburn and do some loops out there and have a great time. And like, it was great that he got a chance to get up here. And super cool guy. He's out of Central Cal. If you guys don't know who Scouts Out is, go look him up.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to meet him, but
Yeah.
come back.
I've
We would
watched
love
all
to.
your YouTube stuff.
Yep.
Love it.
So-
Santa Barbara.
Rad.
Technically, we call slow.
Santa
Yeah.
Barbara.
We call slow
What
Norcal.
is that down there? Montana del
Montana?
Del Oro.
That's
Montana?
slow.
Wait, did this guy just say
No.
Montana?
No, what
Montana
is it?
del Oro.
Yes,
It's in slow.
it's like a
It's a
camping
great
site
trail.
where you can go like
But
it's riding all around there,
But
right?
slow is NorCal. Santa Barbara is SoCal. That's where the
sounds
cut is.
off to me.
You're not following along.
Montana.
See, what I didn't know recently
Don
is that
doesn't like foot trails.
there's such a thing called Central California. I didn't know that. I thought it was just NorCal and SoCal.
Is that like Fresno to Modesto?
Fresno?
He says like SoCal or no
Fresno to
slow,
Modesto.
Slow is the
technically-
cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
but there's
Central.
like Fresno to
Cent-
Modesto and to the coast, right?
Sorry, I
Is that
had
slow?
805 on my surfboard all year long.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
you have dirt days.
Yeah.
Now you have
And when,
dirt
Brian-
days.
when
Brian
someone
Gong
came from
said-
slow with 805,
Brian,
I was like,
I
no.
got to hear what Brian said.
BG.
Brian Gong says Montaro apparently is how it's
Mon-
pronounced.
There you
Yep.
go. I knew it was not Montana, so fuck you guys.
The first
Let me
guy to
bleep
drop
that
in
out.
that
Hold on.
first.
Yeah, bleep
that was the first F-bomb in the whole song.
How do you guys feel about the F-bomb? Anybody in the chat?
Don't care. Nobody
They're
cares.
good. They're
Everybody's-
good.
everybody's on board.
Montera del Oro.
Montero del Oro.
By the way,
Montana.
By the way, I'm a little
I
jealous that
butchered it,
Dave has
Brian.
nachos
For a
right now. I'm a
weekend,
little jealous that Dave
I
has
can
nachos.
smell
No, he's
them.
got chips and salsa.
Dude,
damn it.
let me tell you,
He
she's
doesn't have
gone. I saw him pull out, but the
Hold on.
Maria's Taco Trucks nachos are insane.
Absolutely.
They're so good. They're all
I got the
their
carnitas
total
tacos,
food truck
and
is
I'm
like.
happy as can be right
Don't
now.
ever
really
say
good.
what you just said again.
What did I say?
I don't know if it's appropriate to say again because there might be some under 18. Don't ever say pulling out ever again.
I said
Don't say what?
Whoa!
Whoa! I'm just saying.
we're talking mountain biking here,
Oh.
and you're talking about pulling out.
By the way, I'm gonna
Anyways.
I'm gonna bring this
I will
all.
tell you right
I'm
now
gonna-
that these microphones are way too big for that.
Oh yeah,
First,
yeah.
full circle.
So we'll just move on.
Full circle.
Joe is like, what just happened to this live stream? Look at him.
Joe, pull it together.
If you can rattle Joe, you
Bring
know
it back.
you got to
Bring
a
it
whole
back.
new level. Let's
Joe.
go, baby.
Joe. Okay.
All right.
Ready? Pull it together.
All right.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Let's
talk
do it.
about two major announcements we want to talk about tonight. We're gonna bring it back all the way, roundabout way, all the way to what we're talking about for anybody that just jumped in. Look at, ladies and gentlemen, Dirt Daze
Daze.
is coming up on May 8th, and that's the reason why we wanted to organize this stream, because I wanted to talk about what you guys are building and what's happening. It's coming up next week, and I can't
Next
believe it's
week,
that quick
yep.
because we've been talking about it for a
A
long
year.
time.
Yeah,
a
man.
year.
Yeah.
A year.
And so it's basically, again, we talk about the idea of it being like the first mountain bike event to take place basically in 2021.
2021.
There's been
And
a-
in Northern California.
yeah, in Northern California in 2021, and it's
Mm-hmm.
the first ever you guys are putting on, and I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be the last.
Nope, it's not. It's something we're trying to do yearly. It's also something that hasn't been done in NorCal before. So our whole goal behind it is outside of being a Northern California event, it's an event that gives back to the community. Right?
It's
Yeah.
also a
Yeah.
blueprint.
100%.
Yeah.
It's a blueprint. Where we're going, Shasta. Where we're going, Redding. Where
Yeah.
we're going,
We can take it
where
anywhere.
we're going, Santa Cruz.
I think we have to.
Let's lay down the
Blueprint.
That's the Dirt Days. And yeah.
That's the 7%.
Okay. So
Let's lay down the
it's
blueprint
something we can
and let's
take
do
anywhere.
this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we have to give a big shout out to Wheelhouse. It's something that we want to do yearly with these guys. They have been
Tony, Sarah, Max, Amanda. We love
all
you.
of them. Yeah. They've
Yep.
been like instrumental in making this happen because without them, it wouldn't be possible. They are giving us their property for the day,
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
to make it happen.
Yep.
You know?
And not only that, they're giving back a percentage of like what
Of
they
their
bring in
sales.
that day.
Yeah, like
for the
they're giving
entire
back.
day.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
It's
That-
double back.
yeah.
So-
the owner rides. He knows what's up. So pretty cool.
and even outside of all of that, so Crooked Lane is donating a full keg barrel of Dirt Daze West Coast IPA to the event. Wheelhouse is going to pour it on them. So every dollar you spend on a Dirt Daze IPA goes back to the trails you ride. How cool is that?
Dude, this is exactly
How
what
cool
we're
is
talking
that?
about. You're talking about an organization, and you guys, again, started from humble beginnings. And the idea of just everything's going to go towards trail orgs, everything's going to do whatever, full-on nonprofit, developing local beers. And it's like you don't realize how fast that all happened. Like we started it a year ago or whatever it was, and it was like, dude, so much has changed in that time frame.
Yeah.
And, you guys have partnered with people to develop a beer. When we talked about doing a live stream tonight to promote this event, I basically said, hey, let's get together. And part of it was your shitty internet. But
it sucks.
Can we all Sean right now?
Bravo, Joe.
But some of it had to be was like, dude, you guys came to me with what if we did it at a local brewery?
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking and
and you spent 10 grand.
I brought a lot of
Millions.
money.
No, it was millions.
It was millions.
It was millions.
Legend in your own mind.
No, realistically, it was like a situation where I know what I want to do, and so I'm willing to put the money to make it happen. And it's a great experiment for me. I always talk about the idea of pushing yourself to the limit in terms of creativity, in terms of if you're comfortable, you're not learning enough. And so
I agree.
In this situation, it was like, dude, I've never tried to organize this. I've never tried to do anything like this. This may be a good opportunity to just what the hell? Why not? I mean, realistically,
I think it's great, dude.
You know what?
We didn't lock this down until Thursday or Friday. We literally were all right. And so I spent all week just playing around with the tech, trying to lock it down. And it's just because I'm completely out of my comfort zone, but I love that edge, that precipice. And I think everybody needs to do that.
It wouldn't be possible without you. Let me say that first.
Yeah.
It would have been nothing but shitty internet live. Can you even call that live stream, or is it just?
No, it was
it's
horrible.
It's more of a webinar.
Yeah. So it's bad. So without you, we couldn't do what we want to do. You've been, since day one for us, you've been an instrumental part in what we do.
Yeah.
You've always backed us. You've always put us out there. You've always shared our stuff. So for that, we thank you big time.
100%.
And what you've done here is, in
Next
my
level.
opinion, magical.
And you know what? I want to backpack on that as well. Is this was an invite event.
Yeah.
Everyone could have come and hung out.
Yep.
And we have an awesome group of people here hanging out right now. But next time we do this, let's make this an event as well.
So you're talking about Wednesday? May 5th?
So
That's
Joe
right.
wants to
Let's talk
come
about it.
in
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah.
So,
Let's do this.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, Don, let's hear it.
All right, so Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, will be the official release party of the Dirt Daze beer. You can come here, get it in glasses,
So
get it on
sick.
pints.
Yep.
You can buy a 4-pack, and as Sean had alluded to earlier, that a portion of the proceeds is going to go back to the trails, which is so rad. So come here on May 5th.
Yep.
Come hang out with us. It's a Wednesday. Come hang out, get some beer, right, and let that
Get
money
some
go back
grub.
to the trails. Let's hang out.
Let's do it.
It's not going to be this, right? We're not going to be live stream, but just come kick it with us and have a good time, because that's what ultimately this is all
There's
about.
no cameras. There might be a camera. Or
There might be a few,
72.
but it's another
If Joe shows up, there might be a few, but
It's another
it's all
chance
good.
to give back.
That's
I'm
exactly what it is.
But I'm telling you right now, as this stuff continues to grow, as my channel continues to grow, as you continue to grow, people are going to remember this as another jumping off point. We're going to think back a year ago, and we're like, dude, what the hell were people doing that they weren't here partying with us?
Remember that?
You know, but they're virtually here. It's going to be just and all this stuff is all built to just be stoked on
Think about
all the stuff that's going on.
a year
100%.
ago, I was, this might sound weird, but I was taking a water bottle and splashing it in Joe's face.
I think you shake a
Oh my
water
God.
bottle like
No,
this.
it was literally
I
like
think you
this.
shake a water bottle like
It
this.
wasn't like this. It was like this.
Okay.
was that the day that we broke?
That's really weird.
Was that the day that we broke up?
I think you shake a water bottle like this.
That was the day Joe made us break up.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait! Don't blame that on Joe.
It was Joe's fault.
Bullshit! That was you.
totally
That was
you
you
know
by
what?
changing the plan
You
of what
left
we were
everybody
writing.
out. You left everybody out. What is the story here?
Joe,
What is going
it was
on?
not your fault.
We're gonna look. If you haven't watched the videos, we'll come and visit
Go
them
back.
later. Here's what I want to do. I want to talk about a couple donations that came in. One, the segment, which by the way transitions me into another exciting announcement that I will make later on. Is I will be on the Segments podcast in May. We'll talk about those dates and stuff later on. Segment, I'm excited to meet you, man. It's the guy who I've talked with Instagram, and you know how those relationships can form because you're like, dude, I dig what you're doing, you dig what I'm doing,
That's
and
how it starts.
let's coordinate. So we're gonna be doing something in May. I'm gonna be on his podcast, we're going to do that.
Not May 8th, right?
No. Of course not. Of course not. And Nerds on Dirt MTB donated
Nerds on Dirt.
Yes,
$10.
what's
He
up,
said,
brother?
"Oh, that's
Nerds
how you
on
do
Dirt.
this. Nerds on Dirt, dude. I love the fact that you're in here. He's out in
Yeah.
Oregon or
I was
traveling.
gonna
Where the hell
say
he's doing.
he's the extreme NorCal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oregon.
Very extreme. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love
Yep.
it.
So I think if we're going to close this out, we've been at it. We're not quite at the 2-hour mark, but we're getting close.
Woo.
If we were to close this out, I think the best way to do it would basically be to sample this brand new beer that you guys have concocted with Rubicon EP, with
Yes.
Crooked Lane Brewing, who was so awesome to let us be out here. And I think we should dive into this beer. I feel like I want to try it.
I agree.
They said we
Tear off.
they said we can't try these, but I feel like we need to.
I think you can.
I feel like we need to break the rules.
Yep, 100%.
Bennett, can you come here, brother?
Yeah, but
I guess I got screwed.
No, you didn't get left out.
yeah, we're gonna share. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna crack a beer
Yep.
and cheers to that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've been sampling it all night.
So have I.
All night
Don't
long.
ruin the movie magic, Sean.
I know, Sean,
Damn
shut
it.
up.
Damn it.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers,
I'm
man.
cheersing with the
Dirt
real
Daze.
deal.
Dirt
To
Days
Dirt
coming
Days.
up on May 8th.
Thank you, guys.
Rubicon EP
Yes.
making some incredible stuff. Go check out their
Oh, man.
website.
Yes.
And, dude, we appreciate you
Let's
guys being
do
here.
this again
I'm glad we
soon.
could put this on. And
Thank you, Crooked Lane.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Crooked Lane, for letting us do this. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. And this is
Yeah.
absolutely awesome.
Appreciate all of you guys.
Woo. And coming up on Wednesday, if you guys don't know this already, come check out. They're going to do an event for the release of this beer.
Yes.
Portions of the beer are going to go to local organizations, all that stuff. So, dude, you guys have been amazing in chat. You guys have been amazing here. I'm
Thank
glad
you,
we can
thank
finally
you.
highlight this stuff, and I
Yeah,
wanted to
it's
sit
been
down with
great.
you guys and talk. So.
Thank you, Joe, for having us.
We love you, Joe.
Yep.
Let me
Seriously.
figure out how to end this stream. I think we need music. I'm going to pot down the mics.
Can we do that song like we were all rocking out to in the beginning?
No, I don't want any copyright issues, but I can play this one. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks
Yes.
for jumping in, everybody.
All right, later.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I know there's still a few people in here. Yeah, we were broadcasting live. I can't thank Crooked Lane Brewery enough, and I can't thank you guys enough for joining in. This was a first for me, technically. Let me jump on this camera. Technically challenging. It's something I've never done before. We had 3 camera setups, a lot of setup time, and it's something that I thought was worth doing. So if you dug it, let me know. You can comment down below. I'm glad you guys were here. I appreciate all the donations, and who knows? Who knows where the future holds for us? But I appreciate you guys being here live from a brewery. Are you kidding me? Who the hell does that? Who the hell does that, right? All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. I'm killing the stream, and tell your friends, hide your kids, hide your wife. We'll be on another live stream very soon. Yeah, all right, so there you go. I don't know